let's uncover something together. A truth that feels, well, it feels like a forgotten myth, an ancient piece of wisdom about raising our kids, one that's been buried under all the noise of our modern lives.
You know, you can almost imagine it as a kind of prophecy whispered down through the ages from people who saw empires rise and fall. It's a secret about where true strength and, yeah, true intelligence actually comes from.
And why did we forget? Well, because we're obsessed with getting a head start. We're constantly sold this idea of flashcards for babies, coding classes for 4-year-olds, this never-ending pressure to prove our kids are somehow ahead of the curve before they can even tie their own shoes.
But what if this whole race is a trap? What if the very foundation we're trying to build is just completely wrong? This ancient wisdom, it tells us that the strongest minds, the most resilient hearts.
That's right. They are not built with pressure and drills like some kind of machine. They're grown, like in a garden, nurtured. And realizing that, well, that changes absolutely everything.
So, this leaves every parent standing at a fork in the road. It's a fundamental choice between two paths that lead to two completely different futures for your child.
Okay, so the first path, it's the one we see everywhere. Let's call it the path of brittle crowns. It's paved with worksheets, with constant pressure, and this myth that getting there earlier is always better. It promises a crown, sure, but it's a crown made of glass, ready to shatter.
But then there's the other way, the path of the strong heart. And this path, it's not about what a kid can memorize and spit back out. It's about what they feel deep inside. It's built not on facts, but on this unshakable foundation of emotional safety and real connection.
And here's the amazing part. Modern science completely backs up this ancient idea. Just look at the comparison. The path of pressure literally hits the brain's panic button. It puts a child into survival mode, and that shuts down the part of the brain that's supposed to be learning. But a brain that feels safe and connected, that's the one on the right. Its learning centers can actually flourish. It creates this rich soil for curiosity and real intelligence to grow.
This quote just says it all, doesn't it? Feeling safe, seen, and loved. These aren't just nice, fluffy ideas. They are the absolute, non-negotiable requirements for any real learning to happen. It's the brain's admission ticket to growth.
So, how do we actually walk this path of the strong heart? Well, it starts with a few key commitments. Let's think of them as sacred vows. And the very first one, the one everything else is built on, is the gift of safety. Just picture it for a second. A little kid is just overwhelmed, a total meltdown. Maybe a toy broke or they scraped their knee, but to them, their entire world is falling apart. Our first instinct is to fix it, right? To just say, oh, stop crying, you're fine.
But on this path, you do something totally different. You get down on their level. You don't try to stop the storm, you become the lighthouse inside of it. You just say, I hear you, that's really upsetting, I'm right here. You give them a sanctuary, not a quick fix.
And in that one moment when you just accept their feeling, their whole nervous system starts to calm down. Fear is replaced by trust. And you're not just comforting them in the moment, you are literally wiring their brain for a lifetime of emotional strength.
Okay, so once that foundation of safety is there, how do you build on it? The next 3 vows are all about the actions we take, the things we do, to really forge that strong inner world for our kids.
This brings us right to vow number 2, champion their play. So often we see play as just a break from the real learning, but what the experts tell us is that play is the real learning. When a child is building with blocks, they're not just stacking things. They're learning physics and creativity and how to solve problems, all in the most powerful way their brains can absorb.
Now, vow 3. This one is huge. It's about how we praise them. When we tell a child, wow, you're so smart, it feels good, but what we're actually doing is handing them that beautiful, fragile glass crown we talked about. Think about it. It teaches them their worth comes from something they can't control. So the second they face a challenge that they can't easily solve, the moment they might actually fail, that glass crown shatters. And it creates this deep-seated fear of not being smart anymore.
But check out the alternative. What if, instead, we praise their effort, their struggle, their persistence? When we say something like, wow, you worked so hard on that, or I love how you kept trying until you figured it out.
We're not giving them a crown at all. We're helping them forge a suit of armor. We're building grit, resilience, a mindset that teaches them that challenges aren't scary. They're how you get stronger. And that is a strength that will last them their entire life.
And that leads us perfectly to vow 4,
narrate their world. Look at the image on the left, a flashcard. It teaches a word, it's a dead symbol on a piece of paper. But the image on the right, that's a parent just talking about what's happening. I'm washing this red cup, or look, you're putting on your blue socks. That doesn't just teach a word, it teaches a world. It gives words life and meaning and context, building a vocabulary way more powerful than any drill ever could.
And at last, we get to the fifth vow. This is the one that really ties it all together. It's not about doing more activities or signing them up for more classes. It's about being more. It's the power of presence.
Because at the end of the day, your kid doesn't need a busier schedule. They just need you, unrushed, attentive, present. So here they are, all together, the 5 sacred vows. Number 1, honor their feelings to build that safety. 2, champion their play as the work of childhood. 3, praise their effort, not their intelligence, to build resilience. 4, narrate their world to build language. And finally, 5, simply offer your presence. That's the code. That's the entire path to a strong heart.
And you know, when you follow this path, the goal just completely shifts. You stop trying to manufacture a prodigy, and you start instead to cultivate a whole human being. Suddenly, learning is joyful, not stressful. Confidence isn't something they perform, it's something that grows from a deep inner sense of worth. This is how you nurture that kingdom within.
So, it all comes down to this one simple but really profound question. One path builds a kingdom of glass. It looks impressive, but it's fragile. The other forges a kingdom of the heart, resilient, strong, and true. The choice is yours. What kind of kingdom will you build?